Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Why Civilization Started Over. This is episode 92 of the series, and in the last episode we saw the liberation of Ecuador, and let's just get into it. As we see Ecuador beginning its invasion into the American occupied territory, and they capture a couple major cities, capturing another one and two others, and then another one, splitting off these American forces. And now we're going to be heading, speaking of America, we're going to be heading there, as we see more anti-American forces then capture two major cities, and another two capture more and more. And now they then capturing the entire Great Lakes coast, and they then capture two more major cities, and then they're close to meeting up, capturing three others and one more, and then they're stalemate by American forces as they are now split, nearly split. Anyways, let's move over to the European theatre, as we then see Belgian forces move in and capturing the capital city once again. And then they officially get stalemated, as it's not so the same for China, as Taiwanese forces then begin their invasion into Chinese territory, and they're doing pretty well, capturing a major city, and then they then encircle the capital of China and capture another major city. And now let's go over to not there, but here in the Brazilian theatre, as we see more Peruvian troops enter into Brazilian territory, capturing a major city and pushing all around the border and capturing another one. And then we see democratic Brazilian forces push in here, and then Brazil is pretty much on the brink of collapse, as Brazil is about to fall. And let's just move over to back over to Ecuador, as we then see the American forces begin losing morale, as as the North American Union, they capture all of this, and then the American forces have a very hard battle, but in the end it's an Ecuadorian victory. The Americans are kicked out of South America. Speaking of America, that's where this right here happens. The anti-American forces capture two major cities, and then they connect up, wiping this area out, officially splitting America into two, and they're near the capital city of America. They then push in to core American territory as they capture three major cities, make that four. And then I think I'm going to end the series at episode 100. And then, anyways, let's get back to over here where we see a Bangladeshi invasion of China happen, as they push even more into Chinese territory. And then we see the South Chinese Rebellion push into China as well, doing a pretty good push, officially reducing China a lot. And then, well, let's go over to, well, basically Yugoslavia. You can call it if you want, but I won't mind calling it Yugoslavia anyways. They push down the coast, northern Italians, and they capture the two final major cities, and then they take out this area, and then the capital of Yugoslavia is captured, and then the country just falls. And then, well, it's pretty much a big war, but anyways, let's go over to America, where the final stalemate is right at this border right here. The anti-American forces stalemate to this. And I don't want this episode to be short. I think I want to make it 9 minutes long. If that's still short, then okay. But now let's go over to well, South America, where Ecuador then begins its push into Peru. Ecuador begins its push into Peru right here, capturing a major city. And they then make another push into Peru right here, capturing also a major city. And then right over here, yeah, Ecuador, pretty much these are Ecuador's, and yet they take these over. The Galapagos. Tongue twister right there. And well, let's just move over to pretty much East Asia. Actually, now let's move over to Southern Africa, where, well, we then pretty much see South Africa. We saw South Africa fall in the last episode, but in this episode they are gonna be rebelling as pop-up groups happen all around the country, on the coast as well. And they capture a major city of former country of South Africa. And then this is what the front lines of South Africa look like. And well, then more pop-ups happen, and then they captured 2 more major cities. And I only began this series before I started recording 3 months ago or something. I began it this year though. And the final event of this video is quite surprising if you already knew it. It's not that surprising at all. But we see Australia declare war. We see East Australia, whoa, declare war on West Australia. So Australian troops move into the west of Australia, and they then begin their invasion as they capture a major city. And that's where this video is going to end. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I hope you really liked it. And I hope you have a great day, and bye.